As a counselor and an exorcist, I've learned something in ministering to people. There is more damage done to individual lives by bad mothers than by bad fathers. And when I say mother, mum to those of you of the British tradition. A father who is bad does incalculable damage. But a mother who is bad does even worse. Why is that? Mothers are nurturers. They are more in direct contact with the emotional welfare of their children. They are more sensitive to that, and they have a more direct impact on the character of a child. Fathers are providers, and thank God for the good ones who do provide for the basic needs of the family as the head of the home. But what happens when a mother is neglectful of the security and the comfort that a child needs? That can be devastating. I know. I was raised in a Christian home by a Christian mother. But she was raised in a family that lived by old world, austere German strictness. As a result, she was very, very damaged, and that damaged me. She neglected my needs in terms of security and comfort. And as a result, when I became an adult, I was missing that kind of a connection. You see, my mother never told me she loved me until I was in my 40s, and only then, after a Christian counselor had told her she needed to say that. I really didn't know what I was missing, but I did know that I didn't have emotional support. Now, my mother didn't know how to give emotional support because her mother was aloof, non-connective, and very damaged. And so that's the standards by which my mother was raised. She was a Christian, but she didn't give me any practical instruction on how to walk with Christ, and so I didn't become a Christian until my early 20s. And I was very emotionally hindered by that. I couldn't completely grasp the range of heartfelt emotions and interrelatedness. Now, I could perform well. I was a performer. I did that as a rock musician when I was a teenager, and then into my middle 20s as a motivational speaker. But I wasn't very good at doing it one-on-one. It was a painful journey for me, discovering that I could have done much more, much better if I had that emotional connection of a mother who affirmed me with deep affection. I didn't have that. So I understand where some of you are at. And on this Mother's Day, I have a message for you. If you were raised by an emotionally inadequate mother, or God forbid, an emotionally abusive mother or physically abusive mother, I want you to know Jesus can heal that pain, and through Christ, you can escape the damage inflicted by a mom who was mentally absent or even cruel. When my father and my mother forsake me, the Lord will take care of me. That's the promise of Psalm 27:10. And that's a promise for you this Mother's Day. I pray that you did have, or you do have, a godly mother who is genuinely caring and connected to your emotions and needs. If that's the case, thank God for good moms. And happy Mother's Day.
Your financial support and prayers make it possible for us to bring hope for the hurting and freedom to those in spiritual bondage. For the latest information regarding ministry outreaches, go to boblarson.org or call 303-980-1511.